wait. Before you order seeds, me and Tuck need to share with you a few things we think everyone should know. We also want to share with you our 10 favorite crop varieties we think everyone should be growing. Let's go! Me and Tuck have been gardening for over 11 years now. Throughout that time, we've grown hundreds of different varieties of crops. Just last year, we grew over 30 different varieties of tomatoes, and that was just tomatoes. When the seed catalogs start to show up in the mail, that's an exciting time for us gardeners, but it can be a bit overwhelming too, trying to decide from all the different kinds of seed companies and trying to decide from all the different varieties of crops. Let's start by going into one of the crop varieties I think everyone should be growing. We gotta start out with the tomato. One of my favorite varieties of tomato. This one right here is a super sweet 100. If I could only grow one crop in my whole entire garden, this would be it. Prolific growth, amazing flavor, consistent producer, good disease resistance, especially against verticillium wilt, and it grows great in the ground and in pots. Overall, in my opinion, one of the greatest crop varieties there is. The second variety I think everyone should be growing is another tomato. I would never want to go a summer without this delicious tomato, my favorite all-time flavored tomato, the Sun Gold Cherry. Early producer, stunning color, it's just so good. I mean, it's tough to actually put into words how delicious this tomato is. One issue with it is it does crack after some rains. The tomato will split, but besides that, it's so amazing. Again, one of my all-time favorite tomatoes. Let's pan over to the right a little bit and check out the little boss. This guy's working hard over here, protecting the garden. If you love seeing the young king in the videos, spam some hearts down low. He never quits. He was searching for a carrot before, now he's just kind of basking in the sun. So this guy is super loyal, always out here. Yeah, he's got a little dirt on the face, but you know, that's what happens when you're working hard. The third variety is another tomato. I think you guys can tell what my favorite kind of plant to grow is. 30% of what I'm gonna share with you are tomatoes, but you know I'm gonna add some bonuses in too. The third variety is the Mountain Magic tomato. Last year was the first year I've ever grown this one, but I'm always going to be planting it in the future. The level of production, the beauty, the trusses, it's unbelievable. The thing just blew me away. This is a fantastic tomato to grow if you have a lot of disease problems. It has so many resistance to different kinds of diseases like early blight, fusarium wilt, verticillium wilt. I mean, it's just endless. So if you want to garden on easy mode and get good, consistent harvest, you gotta plant the Mountain Magic tomato. To give you one more quick little bonus, I gotta share with you the Orange Hat tomato. This one is incredible if you don't have a lot of space. Perfect for patio gardens. It stays really tiny, but still packs a big flavor. So a really cool variety, the Orange Hat. Now, we have to pick good varieties. We're going into that. But what also leads to big harvest is having good, healthy seedlings. That's what leads to big, productive plants. To help you with that, you should check out one of these new seed trays right here. These are incredibly designed, super intricate. They have their own little covers for each one. You can grab them now at teamgrow.us. A few different sizes. You've got smaller ones here, and you've got the larger tray here, or the seed cell. And they're modular, so you can fit them all in different sizes. And the tray at the bottom is very sturdy, designed to help fit the seed cells perfectly. So you want to have a healthy, productive garden, you got to give your plants a nice, healthy start. The fourth crop variety I think everyone should be growing is the summer squash. I've been growing this one for years. Incredible nutty flavor, just so productive. Probably my all-time favorite squash. This is the Costata Romanesco. Beautiful ribbed texture on the fruit. So good, so productive, and it's hard to say anything bad about this one. Last year, I also tried a new squash that I had never tried before. It had an amazing flavor, and I'm going to be growing it again this year. This one is the Gelber Englischer Custard squash. A sweeter flavor than the Costata Romanesco, really good production, and one everyone should be growing in their garden. For the fifth crop variety, let's get into cucumbers. And I couldn't choose just one because I would say like my favorite, it's a tie between two. The first one is the Suyo long cucumber. This one is burpless, which means less pressure from the cucumber beetles, which is a great thing. It's crisp, it's got a great texture, it's long and slender. The flavor is amazing. It's like kind of mild, but also sweet. Such a good cucumber, I love this one. Next up is probably my favorite flavored cucumber. This one is the Socrates, and it's a really good producer. delicious. Like, this is the kind of cucumber that I get a stomach ache on, because once they start kicking out in the summer, I just like can't get enough of them. I just keep eating them. Nice, smooth outside. Amazing flavor, just such a good cucumber. The 6th crop variety is the Rosita Eggplant. This pink productive eggplant has a nice, sweet, but mild white flesh. Really, really good. Grows fantastic in the ground or in pots. I love growing this one. I've been growing it for, more years than I can even remember, but I'll always plant this one, the Rosita Eggplant. For the 7th crop variety, let's shift over to one of Tuck's all-time favorite crops, as well as mine. This is the green bean. It is the dragon tongue bean. Tuck loves snacking on these, so do I. This is one of those plants that it looks beautiful, it tastes amazing, it grows incredible. It's hard to compete with this compact bush bean. It's gotta be, I can't think of a better bush bean. That's why I'm suggesting this one. I can't think of a better bean in general. One of my all-time favorite plants, the dragon tongue bean. For the 8th crop variety, I think everyone should be growing. Let's switch over to cabbage. When it comes to cabbage, it's hard for me to choose just one because I love growing it and eating it so much. The number one I'm gonna go with is the Melissa Savoy cabbage. This one has an amazing texture. It has good flavor. It's good uniform sized heads, and they can get relatively large. Very dependable cabbage. It's just such a great one. Another one I love, and I'm happy I'm making this video because it made me realize I don't have any seeds left, is the early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. This one grows really well in my location because I'm in New Jersey. It has beautiful pointed heads. It's an early producer and it's a consistent producer. A fantastic variety. There's a new one that I tried last year that I'm going to grow again this year. This is the Farao Cabbage. It is the earliest producer. I thought early Jersey Wakefield kicked out cabbages early, but this Farao produced even earlier, and it helps me extend my season by getting an early harvest with this and then also getting late cabbages too, the Farao cabbage. The 9th variety I think everyone should be growing is the lettuce. This one is the bronze mignonette. This thing is cold hardy, it's heat tolerant, it's slow to bolt, it doesn't get bitter. It grows prolifically. It's everything you could possibly hope for when it comes to a lettuce, the bronze mignonette. For the 10th crop variety, let's get into a sweet pepper. This one is hard for me to choose just one also, but if I had to choose one as of today, I think I might choose the Cornito Arancia. I grew this one last year for the first time. It had sweet peppers, beautiful color, really nice flavor. This is one that I found myself continuing to go back to grab snacks from it right off the plant, and it really just blew me away. I can't wait to grow this one again this year. Another pepper that I've grown for years that I absolutely love, and it used to be my number one favorite, and it's still close, is the Jimmy Nardello pepper. This one is so delicious, so productive, great old school heirloom that is just an absolute winner. There's one more that I want to share with you. This is one that I grew for the first time last year too. This is the SVPB 8415. It had big, beautiful yellow peppers on a super productive plant, and I was really happy with this one, so I wanted to suggest to you guys, and I'm definitely going to be growing it this year. Before me and Tuck let you go, we just wanted to mention something. You might notice in the background or even just around me right now that the garden looks a lot different. We are doing a massive redesign of the whole garden, so I can't wait to share that with you shortly in a video. We have a lot of cool ideas. This guy's out sniffing, working, he never stops. There are more crop varieties that I wanted to share, like the sugar snap pea, the white scallop squash, and so many others, but I wanted to try to keep this relatively tight and share with you the crop varieties that form the foundation of my garden to give me consistent production year after year. I think that these varieties will just help equip you with what you need to be able to grow massive amounts of food. That's today's video, growers. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you got something out of it. And getting the right varieties might be the key that unlocks a huge level of production for your garden. So we really suggest that you grab some of these varieties, you get them in the ground so you can get to harvesting, because now is the time we need to make the investments that are going to pay off in the spring, in the summer, and even later in the fall. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to check out the merch down low at teamgrow.us. We had a blast out here. We hope you guys did too. We also wanted to send a thank you to one of our new channel members, Gary Anderson. Thanks for being a part of Team Grow. Thanks for having your hand in everything we're doing out here. Tuck and James will be back at you again real soon. We out.